Hi, welcome back. In this section, we'll be concluding our exploration on lists. I'll be showing you some other functions and methods you can use with lists to enhance your program in terms of readability and efficiency. Let's go to our editor and start to explore list part 2. So here, the first function I'll be showing you is the function choice. This function picks a random item from our list. For example, if we have a list of names which has the following names in it. So this is our list of names. We need an import to use the function choice. The import is from module random import choice, and here if we have this import, then we can now say random names. Rand name is a variable, a name that is randomly picked from our list of names. If you have this, you can print rand name. So let's look at it. The first randomly chosen name is Tango. Then it chooses Sue again. Run again, it chooses Sue. Then we have Tango again. We have Sue again. We have Sally now. So this can randomly choose a value from a set from the elements of a list. That is how you can use the function choice. And also this function works with string. Assuming we have a string of strange characters like this, and we want to select 100 character from the characters of this string, 100 randomly. We can say I in range 100, and we can say print choice s. Then pick randomly from the string s. Pick any character randomly from string x. Let's use this optional argument with print, which allow those characters to be printed to console in a single line. If we run this, you will see 100 characters are chosen from this string, and selected randomly and printed in one line. That's how you can use this function with string. There is another function that we can use with our list, which I call sample. Sample function picks a group of random items. So sample, it's called sample, then now my list n. So this picks a group of n random items from my list. So instead of picking only one item from the list, sample actually picks the number n, the number of item n from the list. We can say, for example, with our list, we can say team of 2 is equal to, there's a import first that you need to use before you can use sample. From random, it's still from random, import sample. So if you have this import, then you can say team of 2 is equal to sample. We have list of names, and we want to pick randomly 2 names that will be in the team of 2. If we run this and we print the team of 2, let me copy it to ensure that the spelling will be correct, and we run it, you can see Bob and Sally are chosen. If we run it again, you can see Tango and Bob now. If we run it again, we can see Bob and Sally. So this, instead of choosing one random name, we can select 2 names randomly list from our list. So there is another method that I want to show you is the shovel method, where you can use which you can use to shuffle your list. So the construct is shuffle my list, which actually shuffles the item of my list. So if let's look at how this works. You also need to import the module. So import shuffle. So if you import that and you just say shuffle names, and let's shuffle the names. Now let's print names and see. And you see the names initially is ordered this way: Tango, Bob, Sue, Sally, and now we have Sally, Tango, Bob, Sue. So it has been shuffled. If you shuffle this again, it will reorder it. You have Tango, Sue, Bob, Sally, Tango, Bob, Sue, Sally. So you can use this shuffle function to actually reorder your list. Also, you can use this method to select team of twos, like I mentioned, team of twos. Let's say we have shuffle names, and we can say we have teams empty string. Then we can say in for I in range 0, length of names, and you count in twos. You can say list of twos is equal to, then the name, whatever in name I, and what we have in names I plus 1. So then we have teams of two teams to be this will be appended to teams. So if we run this and we look at what is inside teams, we'll see that we have selected randomly Sally and Bob in a team, then Sue and Tango in a team. How does this work? It's this statement. First of all, shuffle the list, and we create an empty list. Then we iterate with I within the range from 0 to the length of names, and that will mean 0 to 3. Length of names is 4. So when you use range, it starts from 0, or from the beginning of the range to the last value minus 1. So you have 0 to 3. But now the third argument, which is 2, says that you should count in twos. Then the counting will be 0, 2, 4, and we have up to what? Up to 3. So it can't get to 4. So it's 0, 2. The next one is 4, which is beyond the limit of the range. So you can see it picks 0 first. So the two teams will be name in, as in the value in name index 0, which is Tango, and the value in name index 0 plus 1, which is Sue. That will be appended as the first team, and the next iteration it goes is 2, and 2 that will make it name in names index 2, which is Bob, and the name in name index 2 plus 1, which is name index 3, which is Sally. That will make the second team and will be appended into this team. So you can see Sally and Bob, and Sue and Tango. So that is after this has been shuffled. If I rerun this, the teams will be changed because this will be shuffled again. And if I run teams, you can see we have Sally and Sue, Tango and Bob as our team. I hope that one is clear. Another thing I want to show you is using the split method to create a list from string. For example, you have this string sentence. If we have the string sentence is my name is John Pedro. I am from Columbus, Ohio. So if this is our sentence, you can create in this sentence list of words by saying sentence with the statement sentence dot split. This will create list of words in the sentence. So if you print list of words, then you have, yes, you can see the output of list of words becomes each word in our sentence. We can see my name is John Pedro. You, I am from Columbus. But one thing I wanted to see here is that this splitting is based on the space, and Pedro is being extracted with the comma after it. You can see that Pedro with comma. If I ask if to print yes if Pedro is in list of word, else print no, you will see that the answer will be no because there is no Pedro here. The only thing we have is Pedro with comma. If I print Pedro with comma, the answer will be yes. How can we avoid this, since we want to extract only the words and the punctuation will be removed? So in this case, we can use a variable in string model which is called punctuation. Let's import from string, import punctuation. So if you have this import, you can now use this from see the list of in punctuation. We can now look at sentence and make sure that we replace every punctuation with nothing, no space. We replace empty punctuation with this. And with this, every punctuation that is in sentence will be removed. What's the problem here? It's 4. So all the punctuation will be removed. What's the problem again? Punctuation. From string import punctuation. The variable is called punctuation. Then now with this runs well now. And now if we look at sentence, if we print sentence again, there is no punctuation here anymore. Let me print sentence. You can see that the comma after Pedro has been removed. Then we can now split it into our list of words. Yeah, and if we print the list of words again, we realize that Pedro has been extracted without a comma. And with that, if we ask print yes Pedro in list of word, if Pedro in list of word, else no, we will see that Pedro now is in list of words. So I have shown you split, and also I showed you how to remove punctuation from a string. So that's that. Let's look at an example of something we can do with this idea. For example, if we have text, if we have this text doc that contains all these statements, we want to analyze this text. We want to see unique words in the text and count the number of those unique words that exist in the text, perhaps to know what is most significant in that text. So we have the text in string, which we call text doc, and we want to extract the unique words in the text and count the number of those unique words. So thing first, let's remove all the punctuations from this text. So we will say for all the punctuations in that punctuation variables that we just import. Let me see, be sure I have the spelling of punctuation correctly. Just copy. Where did I import it? Punctuation. So from the list of punctuation, we copy our punctuation, then we now say in our text doc, replace every punctuation in this text doc with no space is equal to text doc dot replace all the punctuation. You find it with this, and by this time our text doc will be without punctuation. to be without punctuation. All the punctuations has been removed. So next thing we want to do is to split this text doc into a list of words in it. So text doc list is equal to text doc dot split. So if you print text doc list, you can see this contains list of words inside the text doc, list of words inside the text doc. So now we want to have a unique list. There will be repeated words here, like it. There are some repeated words. So we want to make sure that we have unique list. Now let's call that unique list of words in text doc will be, there is a construct, there is a function that extracts unique words in a list, and we call it set. You can still talk, we'll still talk about this when we get to the advanced stage of this tutorial. So but we have set, and we'll put that list as an argument to the set function. This will give us a set which contains unique words inside our list. So to convert this set back to a list, we will use the list construct. So now we'll get the list of unique words in this text doc list. So if we print this, so we have list of unique words. We can inspect this unique words against the whole text doc to see if there are repeated words therein. If the text doc list is bigger than the unique word list, then we will know that there are repeated words in that text doc list. And yeah, we have 162 unique words inside 256 length of words. So we have unique words is 162. Now what we want to do is to create another list that will give us the number, the number of those unique words. What I mean is, let's print this. So these are the unique words. How many times do we have years in text doc? How many times do we have artificial in text doc? These are the unique words there. And how many times do we, or what is the occurrence, count of occurrence of these unique words? So we'll have a list that will now put each number of occurrence in a corresponding index of another list. Let's create a list number of occurrence, which is an empty list. Then we will now iterate through word for unique word in unique list of words. We want to see how many times this unique word occur in text. Dot count unique word. So this counts the number of occurrence of unique word inside the text doc. And we want to now append this count. We want to append this into the list. So we'll each this word now we count the number of occurrence of the first word and we append it to the list. Then we will now have another list that will have the number of occurrence of each word in text.list in the corresponding index of that list. So let's look at this, how it works. And now let's see what's inside number of occurrence. So we have this number of occurrence here, and to view these two together, the words and the number of occurrence, we can use this for the words and the num of occurrence in zip. I've shown you how to use zip unique word list and number of occurrence list. We want to print the words, let's call it word because it's going to be each word, and the number of occurrence of the word. If we run this, you can see year occur twice in this statement in the text doc. Year occur twice, artificial occur twice. Let's see the highest number of occurrence. We saw Python 5 times in that. Which one is the highest? So I think Python, then programming also 5 times. Any other one higher than this? No, I don't think there is any other one. So we have is 7 times. So when we do text analysis, like something like which is pronoun, might be removed so that we get the words that are actually important. I saw something 17. Do we have any word that occur 17 times? 17 times here. And so this kind of word are not that important with in terms of context. So we can see that the highest in terms of context is programming and Python, which are occur 5 times. Programming and Python, which occur 5 times. And if you read the text, you will realize that the context of the text is about programming in Python. So that's a brief example of how you can use the concept and the stuff we have learned for text analysis. For text analysis, we will still look into this deeper when we get to the advanced section, advanced parts of this tutorial channel. So that's an example of how we can use what we have learned here in terms of punctuation, splitting, and evaluation. So one thing that I missed here is one thing that I missed here is sometimes you want to convert all these text into lowercase before you actually start comparing them, because a text in higher case is not the same as a text in lowercase. So in this case, I don't think it affects, but usually place the punctuation here. We can just convert everything to lowercase before we split it. So we can say text doc is equal to text doc in lowercase. So if you run this, it gives you the same thing. Let's run this again. Run this. Think it's almost the same thing. So this value doesn't really change, but at least we are sure that everything is in lowercase and there will be no discrepancy between when the same word is spelled in lowercase and the same word is spelled in higher case. And if you look at this, it changes a bit. Let's look at yeah, this just gives us the assurance that everything is in lowercase and the words compared will be compared accurately. So for example, they are not in lowercase, Python will not be equals to Python. You get it? So that's the reason why you convert everything to lowercase before you split. So that is a context where we can use what we have learned here. So another thing I want to show you is with the split method, there is an optional argument. Let's say we have a number, strings of number. Let's say for telephone number 800 271 8281. Let's say we have this string of numbers, telephone numbers. We can say number list is equal to s number dot split. There's no space here. X number dot split by the separator. And if you print this, it will separate all this number by the separator that we have chosen. So that this is an optional argument for using split method. You can see how this is being splitted. So initially using split, ordinarily we'll be looking for space. It will only split where the space has splitted the word. So we can use an optional argument for split to actually tell us separator within the words or the statement. So another method is join, which looks like the opposite of split. Join, which looks like the opposite of split, and we can join the elements of a list together to form a single string. For example, here we can now say new number is equal to join number list. Join number list. So if we join the number list like this, you see that the output is not the same as what we split here. So you can see, so the hyphen between the split has been removed, but we can get exactly what we have splitted by putting the hyphen, join them with this hyphen in between each word, and then you have your new number exactly the way they have been joined. You can use any character as a joining character. If we do it this way, then we will have our new number to be joined with the joining character of the that we specify. You can see that we specify. That demonstration shows you how you can use join on list to form a single string, right? How you can use join on list to form a single string. There are some other aspects of list exploration in Python programming that I want us to discuss. But for now, I want us to take a break in this section and explore the concluding part of list in the next section. All the codes that I have used as an example in this section is in my GitHub, and the link to the GitHub is attached below this video. So you can download these codes and actually use it in case you have an error in copying what we have done in this session, to trace your error and correct them. So for now, we'll conclude about list in the next section.